Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract. Armed Household, set in Whittleton Creek, and supplied to us today by Daniel O'Shea, 53237. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location. We're going to have a lethal syringe stored up in the park shed, and we'll be bringing with us a proximity micro taser, a lethal syringe, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to make our way straight to the park shed and retrieve our extra lethal syringe from within, and then we're going to make our way over to Nolan Cassidy's house, where all of our targets are currently located. So we're going to go around the long way around the far side of the house and into Nolan Cassidy's garden via Mr. Batty's house, or through his garden, as Mr. Cassidy's garden is mostly inaccessible. So once we get around to the rear of the property, we will be able to hop over the fence into Nolan Cassidy's garden, where we will encounter our first target, who is thankfully just leaving, and he will be back very shortly, but it will give us enough time to firstly take out the camera over yonder. We're just going to wait for the target to go into the house, and then we can set up his elimination, and once we've dealt with him, we'll be able to take his outfit and move around a little bit more freely inside the property. So once he goes into the property, we're going to vacate the bushes. We're going to turn on the tap here, which will create a nice big puddle in the pathway. We're going to drop our proximity taser into the puddle and run away, and then very shortly our target will return, as he has a relatively short routine. Once he makes it out into the garden, he will get distracted by the overflowing tap, and when he comes over to investigate, he will step into the puddle and he will have a shockingly bad day. So 1 target down, 4 more to go, and like I said, we're going to grab his outfit so that we can move around a little bit more freely in the area. Our next target is located in the kitchen, and our next other target will also frequent the kitchen regularly. So we're just going to go into the garage and close the garage doors. That will force Mr. Cassidy in through the front door when he arrives, and not through the garage. We're then going to turn off and then on again the generator, which will attract the attention of the patrolling guard currently stationed in the kitchen, and when he comes along to investigate, we can then plant 2 in his back, and we are 2 targets down. So we're going to grab the car battery from the bottom of the stairs and make our way into the kitchen, and our next target is the Hammer, and he's currently just on his way down from the upper floor. So we're just going to wait for him to get down to the ground floor before overflowing the sink. That will attract his attention, and he will come over to investigate, and when he does, we can then throw our car battery into the puddle that is currently accumulating just by the sink. So here comes the Hammer now, and once he's in position, we're just going to throw the car battery over there. It's best to wait for him to stop the overflowing sink or turn off the tap, but I managed to throw the car battery a little too early. Now the overflowing sink will attract the attention of our next target, who is located in the living room. Luckily enough, it will take a few moments, and we have long enough to take out the surveillance system, make our way into the living room behind our target, and and we can then just jab him in the back with our lethal syringe before he goes off to the bathroom and discovers the hammer. So we are 4 targets down with 1 more to go, and our final target is on patrol on the upper floor landing, and as long as his colleague isn't looking, we can then quickly approach him from behind, jab him with our second needle, and we can then exit the house as quickly as possible before he is found and we are suspected. So all of our targets are now dealt with. All that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and as usual when on Whittleton Creek, I will take the bus stop exit out of the 2 nearest exits. I seem to prefer this over the bridge, mostly because I don't have to walk home. So there we go, 1 more trending contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.